Someone threw a perfectly good pike bit away. Talking about the Earth, Carl is going around the Earth. Myself and Stephen have set Carl up with a dream job. Not only have we got him a TV programme on Sky, but he's going to see the world. It came out of Carl not being impressed by anything, and Steve had this idea, and we've talked to the producers, and we're basically sending around seeing the 7 wonders. Okay, the 7 most amazing things on Earth. According to polls and opinion, it's a bit of fun. We know they might not be the most amazing things on Earth, but if Carl finds all 7 of them unimpressive and boring, there is something fundamentally wrong with him, we think.
I've only done Egypt so far.
And what do you think of it? They're probably the greatest and earliest civilisations.
Yeah, but they harp on about that a lot.
Well,
and it's like that's slowing them down, I think.
Unlike the English, we don't drone on about our great past.
No, but we shouldn't. I don't think we should.
Carl,
move on.
You go on about doing boxing when you turned up once.
But the thing is, they're constantly... It's like they haven't moved on. Everywhere you go, you see the Sphinx or a pyramid on something, and it builds it up too much, so that when you actually get there, you feel like you've seen it so many times that it doesn't impress you that much. But I like the, it's different. I liked all the, locals and stuff and the way they are and that. And that's good, isn't it?
How are they?
Just a lot of old people.
Yeah?
A lot of old and the young mix more than our lot do. There was only a couple of things that I didn't like, and that was the toilets. Toilets are pretty depressing.
Sure. Why? What's up with them?
Just it's just a hole in the ground, isn't it?
Right.
And I like the toilet. It's sort of me time, and to sort of go in one of them, you don't want to hang around. It's sort of, you just want to do the job and get out. But my insides don't work like that. They like to sort of relax a bit, and you can't do that there because you've got flies whizzing around your head. And there was one time when we were out and about, and I'd had a bit of hummus or something, because you can't get away from all that. I'd been dipping my bread in it, and I suddenly thought, it barely feels funny. Got to find a toilet. Cut through this market. Didn't know one was there, but you sort of smell it. It's like, I'm getting close to one. Yeah, it stinks. Go in, there's like a fella sat there, really old. He must have been like 93, about 2 teeth. Sat there with a rag, and you have to pay him to use the toilet.
What's the rag for? He doesn't wipe your ass for you?
I don't know. But the toilet's never been cleaned by the looks of it. I had to give him like £5 Egyptian, whatever that is. I don't know how much that is. But I don't know what he's doing for that money, because the place had never seen a mop. So I go in there, open the door, and it's like one of them holes in the ground. I go, oh God, can't use that. Push the next door open, that's the same. Get to the end one, open it. Normal toilet.
Alright, ding dong.
Brilliant. Sit down there, do what I do, look round, no toilet paper.
Oh no.
He's waving the rag over the top of the cubicle.
Yeah.
More money.
£10.
So I'm thinking, oh God. Thinking, can I just get up? Because it was quite a clean, I thought...
It was quite a clean drop, sure.
Yeah. So I'm thinking...
Don't they use water though? Don't they use water?
Well, they have a hose pipe, yeah.
Yeah.
But I didn't fancy that.
Well, that's cleaner though, isn't it? A hose pipe, really getting a proper wash.
Why? How can it be?
Why?
Because that's not gonna clean it properly. It's gonna get rid of some bits, isn't it? It's like when you clean a car. Yeah, use a hose, but where's a sponge?
Sure.
So,
that's true. You rinse off a plate, but then you always give a little wipe as well.
Exactly, but I like it. That's when the bloke knocks on the door and goes, "You need sponge?" Yes.
So I'm in there. I look at the door. There's no handle on the door, so I'm trapped in there anyway. Someone's nicked the handle, so I can't open the door. I'm sat there. There's no toilet paper. I'm calling like the people I'm out there with.
Yeah.
They've got the phones off because we're meant to be filming. So I'm thinking, well, if I just wait, eventually they'll call.
They'll panic, yeah.
And they did after about...
Hello? Oh, it's Carl. What do you need? A handle and some toilet paper, please.
So they called up and they had to come down. That fella don't let you in unless you pay £5 Egyptian.
So
they all had to pay £5. I mean, I don't know why they all had to come in to see me. Like it's a bit embarrassing. Yeah.
Did they bring you some toilet paper then?
No, they got it from the fella with the... money to.
You should have paid for some on the way in.
I think that's what you do. But they don't give you a full roll. They give you like a strip,
right?
Which I'm pretty wasteful with toilet paper. I prefer to do a good job, use it up, replace it, rather than 5 sheets. I've never done that in my life.
Right.
So my brother taught me something. When he was in the army, he said you used to have to sort of put your hand through it, get it all, then use that paper to get it off your hand.
What?
When you're in the army,
Yeah.
they're taught survival techniques.
Right.
And they said if you're ever caught with very little toilet paper...
It's a survival technique.
Yeah.
Not like
What did he die? Died of a dirty arse. Hold on, wait a minute. Right, what is this technique?
You get the toilet paper,
Right.
use 2 sheets,
Right.
fold it over, so you've got... Normally, to 1 sheet is 2 ply. You've got
Right.
4 ply.
Right.
So
Two
it's a sort of,
sheets.
it's like a bog glove, a bog paper glove.
Yeah, so you put your hand through it, so you make a hole.
Yeah.
What do you mean? Make a hole?
Make a hole so your hand goes through it.
Yeah.
Then you can wipe your arse with that.
What,
And
with
then-
your hand?
Yeah, and then the toilet paper that's left, you pull it off like that, and you wipe your fingers with it.
So you've still got shit on your hand?
This is horrible.
Yeah,
Why,
but
don't you
you wiped it off.
why don't you just wipe your ass with the toilet paper?
Because you've only got a couple of sheets because you're in the jungle, right? And it's survival.
Hold on, though.
So it's survival, Rick.
So what's the difference between
know.
wiping
Maybe you
your
got it
ass
wrong.
with your hand and trying to get shit off your hand, or wiping your ass with a toilet paper and putting your fucking trousers up? I don't know why this is a technique. That's some sort of mad sergeant's idea. What I do, boys, is I like to smear shit all over my face and then use the one sheet of toilet to wash my face off. It doesn't make any sense at all. Should I suggest something for you? You like wiping your ass with your hand. You don't like paper and water, you like a sponge. One of those big foam hands that you see at sporting events. So you just go in with that, like Kenny Everett. You go in there with 2 big sponges. You sit down, you wipe your ass, you just leave them up, you just leave
and
them
then
there.
you can cheer about it as you leave. But everyone will know. Be careful with the giant sponge finger then, it doesn't go up the arse. And cause damage. That is a problem.
Well, that's it in the last series of Ricky Gervais Guide To's. Maybe the last guide to ever. Maybe the last audiobook ever.
Who knows?
As you've seen, we've running out of ideas.
Well, I've had enough.
Yeah, so
Let's be
have I,
honest.
yeah.
Right.
Well, I mean, that was about the environment, and we certainly recycled some old shit there. So it's goodbye from me, Ricky Gervais, Stephen Merchant,
Bye.
and the global village idiot that is Carl Pilkington.
This audio program is presented by Audible.com. Audible. Audio that speaks to you wherever you are.
As Bill Shankly once said, some people think football is a matter of life and death. I assure you, it's much more serious than that. The World Cup is the most watched sporting event in the world, with 32 teams battling it out for the most coveted prize in football. For the first time in history, an African nation will host the tournament this year. Seen as controversial by some, and by others as an example of soccer's ability to be progressive and inspiring. How will England fare? Which teams are the front runners, and who are the rank outsiders? To discuss the beautiful game, I'm joined by Stephen Merchant, award-winning writer and graduate of the University of Warwick.
Hello.
And Carl Pilkington, a man with a head like a fucking football. An orange one. Alright, I'm finished. Cut!
Alright.
What are you doing?
Try to calm my gums down.
We don't do it with water.
What do you do it with?
You're trying
You
to
do it
calm your
with,
guns
you
down.
do it with meditation and hard drugs.
What's the problem with your gums?
When I'm stressed out, my teeth know.
What? What do you mean?
Say that again.
When I'm sort of stressed out, my gums and my teeth know before I do. It's like a weakness.
So what's up? You got a toothache then? I thought you went to the dentist.
I did the other week.
Well, what's wrong with your teeth then? It's just
I
because
don't
you're
know.
stressed.
I don't know.
Why
I
are
don't
you
know.
stressed? What have you got to be stressed about?
I don't know. That's what's weird with stress, isn't it?
No.
Your body can be stressed without you realising. That's what
No, you're
kills people.
stressed. No. You're stressed because you feel stressed, and then your body gets weak because you're.
No, because I'm pretty good. I never feel stressed. That's part of my problem.
It's not
I
a
am
problem.
stressed, but I don't know about it. That's
That
why
doesn't make any sense at all.
it's number one killer.
What do
You never
mean?
get stressed.
If you don't feel stressed, how are you stressed?
But you must be stressed if your
Right.
teeth are
It's
telling you
like
you're
saying
stressed.
I didn't feel I had a pain, but apparently I did.
Listen,
Go on.
I was in Israel recently. I had a bag put over my head, chucked in the back of the van. Now the thing is, I kind of
Right.
thought, well,
It wasn't a blind date, by the way, and he wasn't being arrested or kidnapped. It was a training thing, wasn't it, for
yes,
kidnap
but
situations?
I didn't know.
What, you didn't know they were going to do it?
Brilliant.
No, they don't tell me anything, do they?
That's good.
So what happened then?
So the thing is, that happened. I had a panic on a little bit. Afterwards, they took the bag off. I realised everything was all right. I was calm. My body was shaking, and that's what
That
I'm saying
doesn't make
to you.
any sense.
My body, as far as my body was concerned, it had just been kidnapped.
Right.
But I knew I hadn't. Anyway, football.
You know the bag they put over your head? Was it like a tennis racket cover? What shape was it?
You sure they just didn't go and thought, oh, I thought I'd just bought the world's biggest orange?
Come on, let's do this.
Right.
Soccer.
Yeah.
The World Cup
We thought
2010.
we'd jump on the bandwagon with every other fucker who's doing a World Cup podcast.
Yep.
Even though we've got nothing to say about it.
Whoa!
What?
I got a few things.
Yeah, but it's going to be so disappointing. We're going to get excited. We're going to sit down. In fact, if you're listening to this now, England are probably out of the fucking World Cup.
I disagree with you. I'm right behind the lads.
Yeah? Right, okay.
But do you remember? Because I've watched the World Cup a few times with Ricky in different projects we've been doing in the past. We've been
Yeah.
in different situations. Do you remember when? I think the last time we qualified, we were doing a project, and we watched it together in a hotel room.
We're watching extras, right? And
We're making extras.
Making
watching
extras, yeah.
football.
And we watched it. We said, oh, going to my room. I went to Steve's room. But, of course, in the hotel room, it was just like a big bed. So we sat on the bed together, and we thought that was a bit intense. So I put a line of pillows down.
But I don't understand what. He was put a line of pillows between us. Now he knows I'm not going to jump on him.
No, I know.
He's not going to jump on me.
No.
But he's still terrified that some kind of paparazzi is going to sort of parascend down the building and peer in and take a photo of us. And us, before we've got time to explain that we're just watching the football, it's already printed going, well, this is clearly evidence that they're gay. There's no way that they could possibly be sat on a bed just as friends.
No, but hold on, though. Why were we naked? Why didn't we just pop some trousers on?
But I seem to remember that you, even though it was my room, you forced me to sit in the chair. It was one of those really uncomfortable box chairs.
I said it's weird. I can't get excited. We're having a beer, okay? So now we're drinking. Now we're drinking in bed. On the
weren't
bed.
in bed.
No. We had our clothes on. We're on the bed watching football. But I couldn't go, come on, England, with a little man sitting next to me in bed.
Not little man at all.
No, big man. And so I just thought, let's pop the pillows down. That wasn't enough. I said, Steve, I can't do this. I can't watch football with a man on a bed. I said, so go in the chair. And he sat
So I sat in this chair, which is, if a man of my size, those tiny little crappy hotel box chairs are no good. It's 90 bloody minutes plus the interview. It was my room. I was furious.
I felt like I was like an old rich man just waiting to die, and my little manservant used to come and sit and watch football with me
Exactly,
in the
yeah.
last days
The last
of my
days.
time. I'm in bed going, oh, it's gone again. He goes, oh, I'm up later. Look, Rooney's taking the penalty. No, it's gone. It's all out. I go, oh dear. So, oh, yeah. Let me clean it up. We can put this on pause. It's Sky Plus.
Let's open a window.
Yeah.
But the thing is that the most often I think football fans are very homoerotic. They're hugging each other, jumping on each other, swapping shirts and stuff. So there's something wrong with it being intimate watching a football game.
Yeah, but I don't think gay people do that. Gay people don't run around hugging each other and swapping shirts, do they? They get stuck in. Carl, would you sit on a bed, right, with Stephen in a hotel room, right, watching football? Okay, you're pouring each other wine and beer and shouting.
Well, no, there wasn't that music playing. There was the roar of the crowd and John Moxon doing commentary. It wasn't. It's not a sexy sound at all.
What do you think, Carl? Someone said, "Oh, come to my room. We're watching football." You got there and he went.
Well, who was on the bed
That's not what
first?
happened.
Who was on the bed first?
Well, he probably got up to answer the door. So I don't know. I came in. I thought, well, there's only a bed here. We sat down. We thought, yeah.
No, but it wasn't. It was a chair there. So
Well, yeah, but you know full well that if you're in a room with Ricky, he's the one who's going to leap straight on the bed and demand that you.
I just took the chair.
But why would you be concerned with lying on a bed next to me?
What's up with that?
It's weird, isn't it?
Why is it
Why?
weird? I don't understand this.
Because
I've changed my tune.
it's a bit weird lying on a bed with a mate, just watching football.
Yeah, you don't do that when you go around a house.
In the
Yeah,
room.
but when you visit someone in hospital, you don't say, move over. You don't pop yourself down next to him, you sit on the chair next
No,
to
because
him.
you're not there in a relaxed situation for 90 minutes enjoying a game of sport. It's just a more formal environment. Because you're quite a sport fan, aren't you, Carl?
Yeah, but not in. I don't like getting into things too much because it can
Well,
only be
that's true.
disappointing.
I've never seen him get into anything, to be quite honest.
No, I am a football fan, but I've got it now to a point where if they lose, it only bothers me for about half an hour,
Yeah.
and then I move on. Because the thing is, I'm not in control of it. There's nothing I can do to alter that team. If I could go in and say, listen, you're lazy, you get your finger out, you move up front, but it's different. But it's totally. It's like getting annoyed with nature. There's nothing you can do. So let it happen. Watch it if you want, but don't get annoyed about it because it's totally out of your hands.
Interesting that Carl's team tactics also sounds like he could be directing a gay porn. You get your finger out, you get up front. You're lazy.
Oh, that's amazing. What do you think of these people, though? I love it that everyone's an expert, everyone's a pundit. You see these fat people in pubs going, well, he's lost a few yards up front. Yeah, you fucking score a goal then, fatty.
Wearing a football top.
Yeah,
I hate that.
exactly, yeah.
They shouldn't make them for them. Shouldn't make them in that size. It should be one size only. If you're fit enough to play football, you can wear one. If you're a fatty, you're not. It looks ridiculous anyway.
But what's that? That's what he was talking about.
So you were a big fat slob with his belly out in an England shirt going, I could score from there. Go on then, let's have a go.
Hey, listen, calm down. Don't be slagging off the fans because that's what it's all about. Football's all about the supporters, isn't it? You know, let's not forget these people paid millions to entertain us. If we want to drink till we're fat and eat pork pies and then put on an England shirt, we'll do it.
But
That is
what's
the
it all
British way.
about?
That is the English way. That is what we won a war for.
What difference does it make if we win or lose? That's what I always look at, the end result.
How can you say you like football and then give us that argument? The
Well,
only
it's-
reason to watch football is the excitement of the challenge.
Yeah, it's entertainment.
No,
It is
and a
entertainment.
bit of skill. It's nice to see a bit of skill. And
But
go,
that,
that
yeah,
was clever.
only because it's entertaining.
Yeah. But what I'm saying is, enjoy the game for what it is, and then forget about it. If Fat Bob in the pub, he's got his football top on,
Just.
he gets all annoyed when England, lose.
Yeah.
What difference does it make? What difference does it make if they lose there or lose in the final?
Well,
What's the point?
Well, I'll tell you what difference it makes. I knew a Fat Bob, okay? That wasn't his name, but I'm changing the name to protect the innocent. And him. And he's not innocent, right?
Was it Fat Dave?
It was a big fat bloke, right? And he worked on one of the crews that used to bring in equipment where I used to work at the Students' Union, okay? And he was massive, right? And I think it was 1990 or 1992, the Euro, right, when England got knocked out, and he went mental. And he was so angry, he went out and he wanted retribution, okay? Luckily, there were no German people around, but the closest he could find was a sausage van. Some poor bloke who delivered sausages, and he turned it over. He got the van and he turned it over, because it was selling sausages, so he thought, that's German enough.
No, well, if he's fat, he's probably just annoyed that it wasn't open.
I very excited because Peter Crouch is in the tournament. Now, Peter Crouch...
You identify with him, don't you?
I love Crouchy. He's exactly the same height as me,
Yeah.
6'7".
He's sort of lanky and awkward looking.
Right, but brilliant. I mean, still a very... let's not forget that he is playing in the national squad.
Yeah.
He is a striker. He's got an excellent track record of scoring for England. Admittedly, maybe not in the super top important games, but nevertheless, tremendous.
He's like
track
your
record.
role model. He's like your pin-up.
He's a role
isn't
model.
he?
He wrote an autobiography, which I was going to call my autobiography, Tall Stories. Crouchy got there first, but good luck to him. I give it to him.
Yeah.
I'm happy for him to do that. I once got someone that came up to me in a club once and said, "Are you Peter Crouch?" I said, "Yeah." I thought, she thinks I'm Crouchy. What's the problem? Let's see how far we can get with this before the truth will out. But I was
I didn't
disappointed.
know you wore glasses.
No, exactly. I'm sort of off duty. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't wear them on the field. But
Do you think he'd have had a different career if he'd have worn glasses from the age of 5, like you?
this is one of the reasons I've not been a great footballer. Have you ever seen me doing any form of athletics or sport?
No.
Because I like to think I look quite elegant. I feel like I'm actually in control of it. But when I look back, if someone's videoed it, I look like one of those giant costumes in It's a Knockout. You know what I mean? Where their arms are flapping and they
false head.
just fall over.
No
and they-
real expression on their head. Yeah.
But one of the things I was disappointed at, I was looking at, because obviously around this time of the year there's lots of advertising because of the footballers are all getting endorsements. And I was looking to see what each one are doing. And Wayne Rooney, he's got endorsement deals